Hi everyone, welcome to my first command tutorial video for Minecraft Bedrock. Today I'm going to be covering the fill command just because it's one of my favorite commands. It's such a fun command to play around with in creative worlds. You can do so many cool things, and also it's just really useful. For example, if you're building a gigantic wall, you're definitely not going to want to place every one of those blocks by hand, so the fill command can just automate that process. So, a basic fill command has two different inputs, and the first one is the coordinates for the corners of the area you want to fill. So you can use coordinates relative to yourself by typing tildes before each number, or you can simply write the coordinates without tildes to place the blocks at the appropriate coordinates in your world. So right here, I'm going to do /fill, and I'm going to use tildes because I want to place it relative to myself. So that's my first input. So the second input for the command is the block you want to fill that space with. So if I wanted to fill it with diamond blocks, I'd say diamond_block. And essentially you have to know the name of the block when using a command, and some of them are very counterintuitive. Like if you wanted to do a wooden plank, the name would be double_wooden_slab. So if I run this command, I'll here I filled these blocks right here, and yeah, that's essentially how you do it. So next I'm going to get into the specific types of fill command, and there are 5 types, which are replace, destroy, keep, hollow, and outline. So for each of these variations, you need to know the data values of the block you're using. So if you don't know what a data value is, it's essentially a number assigned to each block in Minecraft. And I attached a Minecraft wiki article in the description that tells you the data values for each block. So it's essentially just an annoying thing you have to get used to use the fill command. Okay, so the replace fill command is the default version of the command, and what it does is it simply replaces the blocks in the area you specified with the block you selected. So I showed this before. And also the replace command can be extended to specify which block you want to replace with your selected block. So for example, here I can use this command to replace the leaves of this tree with endstone. So the replace variant is in, of course, this format that I'm showing here. And this type of fill command is helpful for creating large structures and for easily changing the material of part of a structure that you already have. So this is probably the version of the command that I like the most because it's fun to mess around with. Like, for example, you can change the leaves of a forest of trees to netherite blocks, diamond blocks. Yeah, it's a fun command. Okay, so on to the next version of the command. So if I fly over here, here we have the destroy variant of the command, which works by filling the areas you chose with the block you chose, and then it drops the blocks that were already there as if you had mined them. So in this case, I'm filling the area with leaves. So if I run the command, the area is filled and the diamond blocks are destroyed and dropped in entity form. So this command is essentially a default replace command, but the existing blocks are dropped. So nothing too special, it's just kind of a command that exists. So if I fly over here, uh, here I have another variant of the fill command, the outline variant. And this one only fills the blocks on the outside of the range you specified, so in an outline or the exterior. So, and the space inside is unaffected, so that any blocks on the inside will remain there and no blocks will be added on the inside. So, yeah. And right over here, we have the hollow variant of the command. And this variant is very similar to the outline variant, except I'm saying variant way too much. Except for the fact that with the hollow variant, the interior blocks are also filled with air. So if you had something there before, it'll be destroyed, as you can see here. And yeah, so both of these commands are essentially useful for creating the outline of any structure you want to make. So if you want to make a house and you want to make the structure easily, if you're making an ugly house, let's be honest, because it's a square, but still it's really useful, and then you can add the interior later. So outline and hollow variants. Okay, so now let's go over here to show the last variant of the command. So the last version is called the keep, and it functions by only replacing the error blocks with the block you chose. So I'll just show you a few examples here, and this is an interesting command because it can allow you to do things such as maybe highlight a cave or like make a case for a sculpture. It's an interesting one. So yeah, uh, that's basically all of the everything you need to know about the fill command. So and like what you can use them for. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. And yeah, that's it for today.
And don't forget to epic like and subscribe.